How's it going, everyone? My name is John, and today we're going to be talking about the importance of body language in effective presentations, or just communications between multiple people or just two people in general. So, did you know that 70% of communication is comprised of body language? Surprise! That's a huge number, so that's why it is important, and that's why we're going to be talking about it throughout this whole video in 5 minutes. So, we're going to be talking about why body language matters, the elements of body language, and the effective use of those elements when you're giving presentations and when you're communicating with people. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Intro.
Hold up.
So, a lot of us know that proper body language can either make or break a presentation or communication between people. So it is important to know why it matters and how we can, what steps we can take to use those information and apply them. So the first thing is trust and credibility. Effective use of body language builds trust and credibility with your audience. So if you know what you're saying, it is mostly backed up with your actions, your movements, and your facial expression. So if you look confident in front of your audience, then they're most likely to listen to what you're saying. Number two is engagement. If they listen to what you're saying, they are most likely engaged, and that is caused by retention. Retention is built when they have trust and credibility. So basically, they build upon each other when retaining or giving the audience what they want and what they're interested in. So you gotta understand your audience and make them engaged through body language, through hand gestures, movements, and facial expression, and many more. We're gonna be talking about it throughout this video. So the third thing is clarity. If you have sufficient amount that can back up your words through motions, through emotions, when you're smiling. For example, if you're talking about something positive, you can't help but give a positive expression on your face and give large movements with your hands and gestures. So if you're talking about or you want something to be precisely understood, you're going to have a more slow movement for them to really digest what you're talking about. But if it's something really exciting or exhilarating, you can go fast for them to enjoy what you're talking about. So moving on, let's talk about the key elements of effective body language in giving presentations. Number one, posture. So it is important to have a good posture. You're not gonna have to slouch, but if you stand upright in front of your audience, then you're gonna have a more trustworthy appearance and you're gonna look more presentable. Second, eye contact. It is important that you look in front or right in the eyes or even the forehead of your audience. It's important that your eye does not wander in the ceiling or on the floor. It is important that you look directly at your audience so that your audience understands that you are directly talking to them. Next is gestures. Hand gestures are really important when giving presentations because everything that you say is connected to how you're moving. Body language is really precise when it comes to connecting words to actions. So, for example, if you're describing about punching, then you have the sufficient amount of visual presentation when it comes to conveying what you're saying to the audience because visual presentation is combined with words and actions. So it is really important. And the next thing is facial expressions. Just like how I mentioned earlier, it is either you're smiling, you're sad, you're angry. Everything has connection with the words or the things that you're talking with your audience. And the next thing is movement. From slow, precise, and fast movements. So now, that is why body language is very important when you're giving presentations and communicating with people, because body language builds trust and credibility, it engages people, and they want to listen to what you're saying, and it builds clarity so that they understand and move to or act in ways that you want them to act. So if you want more videos like this, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.
Hold up.